Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool and this is Gems of War. And today I have three teams for you for the Primal Rift faction event. A high level team, a mid level team, and a low level team. Also, I will link the pure faction at the end of this video if I have it. I know I have it done, I'm just not sure. Do I have the video? Can I find it? But if I do, I'll link it at the end of this video. I'm like 99% sure that I do. Here's the first team. It's a high level team. By the way, though, shout out to y'all for getting that video to 105 likes in the very first day. So I guess y'all want to see that meddling video on Thursday. Put it in the comments. What kind of meddling video? Top first 5 mythics, first troops you should medal, metal farming, overall ultimate guide of metals. What do you want to see? I've got a few comments, but not like enough to, like everybody's saying something different type stuff. Anyway, here's the high level team for Primal Rift. We got Flammifer, Thrall, Zul'Goth, and Leprechaun. The good old Zul'Goth team. This would be the Zul'Goth team you would use if you do not have High King Irongut. And he might is even available here. It's purple and green. I don't know. But Flammifer, triple skull damage to burning enemies with that Slayer class. It's really fun. It's a really fun team because you just get to crush them with skulls and use Zul'Goth. Like two of the funnest things in the game, in my opinion. Instant kill and very, very heavy skull damage, like triple, like crushing them in one hit a lot of the time. Thrall is one of the best mana generators in the game. He gets up really fast, only 6 mana cost. Match like a purple, and he's up. Cast Leprechaun, and he's up. And then you have this little loopy thing that you don't talk about too much with this team between the Flammifer and the Thrall if you happen to get into trouble. Which you will see in this video. I think in the last battle, I get entangled on my first slot, so I can't do the Zul'Goth skulls. But I do a little loop back and forth with the Flammifer and the Thrall. And it works out just fine. So, yeah, that's basically what you do. You cast Leprechaun, you blow up the whole board. It usually gets up Thrall. You cast Thrall, that'll get your Zul'Goth. You cast Zul'Goth, burns everybody on the other team, and then your Fireblade starts to go to work with those skulls, doing tons of skull damage. And when it goes perfectly, it's like Leprechaun, Thrall, Zul'Goth, crack, 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 they're all dead. This used to be the world record team, so it's probably still up there as one of the fastest teams you could do for level 500, factions. And it did it deathless, too. You would think, hey, it's not that safe, you could lose your hero, and that does happen occasionally with this team, not gonna lie to you, but I didn't lose my hero, and it was one of the, on the world record, speedrun.com, as one of the fastest teams. I'm pretty sure. I think it was Explore 12, but it was there somewhere. So yeah, Slayer class, hopefully you have it to 100. If you don't, Sunspear is okay for this, just some sort of Fireblade. Would be the ticket. All right, here is the mid-level team. We have Secra, Book of Brambles, and King Averlorn. So only reason that it is the mid-level team is because it has a legendary on it. We need all elves for this team. We're doing the Secra loop. So Secra does single target damage, but then she makes a bunch of purple based on how many elves are on your team. So you want 4 elves. If you don't have 4 elves, you might as well take Secra off your team because you're not doing the Secra team then. So you can use other elves if you want to. If you want to replace that second slot with a different elf that's green or purple, go for it. But for me, I like the safety of the 2 Secras so I can continue to loop and make sure I get the job done. Book of Brambles makes purple. I can't remember the other color right now, sorry, but purple and something for elf allies. So it works nicely with this team. And the King Averlorn, 50% start for elves. Our whole team is elf. We're using the Orb Weaver class, and works great. Loop, loop, loop. Every once in a while, it's not like an infinite. It's every once in a while you'll not to loop, and then but like in that one time where you didn't loop, you're not going to die, and then you're going to get right back to looping, so it's not a big deal at all. The Orb Weaver has that purple storm going, so it helps the loop even more. You could also try Archer class if you do not have Orb Weaver, or you want to work on leveling Archer or something, because they're both elves. And if you don't have the Book of Brambles, it's not that big of a deal. Like that first team that I showed for the high-level team, you really, really want the Flammifer to make that team work properly, because the Flammifer also burns, the Flammifer also makes a bunch of red, then you can cast Thrall for free, get that extra turn from Thrall, like I was talking about earlier, that little loop you can do, casting the Flamifer, making a bunch of red, then Thrall gets an extra turn, it gets up Flamifer, you cast Flamifer, makes a bunch of red, cast Thrall, gets an extra turn, cast Flamifer, you know what I mean? I just had to say that because I didn't say it in the first freaking team. But yeah, you want to just keep it looping. Whatever you have to do. If you have to take different colors off the board that are extra turns that you don't use, like a yellow extra turn or something, take it out of there so you have more purple. Keep that purple storm going. Yeah, King Averlorn. He's available this week too, right? Forest of Thorns. So if you don't have him, you could go get him potentially. Alright, here is the low-level team. It's kind of similar to the mid-level team, except for there's no mythics or legendaries. There is a weapon, though, that you might not have, the Lupine's Edge. I think it was available pretty recently, but if not, like I was saying with the last team before I got talking about Flamifer and Thrall, you can use any weapon you want with these teams. I'm just showing you the best possible weapon, like the meta weapon for this team. But if you don't have it, it's not that big of a deal. Maybe Amethyst Band is available for that last team. Maybe for this team, you're going to use, I don't know, Reflection of Good or something. Mountain Crusher. What else could you use? Any explodey weapon that you got, really. Any of those explodey weapons that summon and do a positive stats effect, they don't have to be on a team with the right typing. It's preferable, but they don't have to be. So anything that will explode the board or make colors based on a typing you're using, or just a regular explodey like Mountain Crusher, Essence of Evil, Reflection of Good. Any of those work just fine with these teams. I'm just showing you the best weapon for the team. So it's the same concept here. We're looping with Todd. We got all War Gear on our team. Gotta do it. You can't put anything else on there, or else it's not going to work as good. We got the Persistence at the bottom, because all the while you're casting your Todds and getting extra turns, the Persistence has a third trait that gives +4 to all stats on 4 or 5 gym match. So it's going to do it for your whole team. Everybody's going to hit harder every time you do a 4 or 5 gym match, and gain HP, and gain armor, and gain attack. So it's really cool. You can cast that Persistence if you want, but I just looped with Todd here on this video. But later on, casting Persistence is a good thing. You can finish them off or try to get a Devour or something. But that's it for today. Like, share, subscribe, consider joining. Helps a lot. Tell your good about the channel, comment below. And I will see y'all next time. Peace.